sometimes you just need to figure out what you're doing right now. You need to figure out what you're doing. So how are you guys? I hope you're doing well. If you are not doing well, ooh, leave it in the comments. If you are doing well, please leave it in the comments. If you like the video that we're going to be talking about today, hit the subscribe button and click on that, and also click the notification bell so that way you can click on that. Okay. Wow. So what have I been doing? A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. I decided I didn't want to get dolled up and get pretty today. So, y'all, you got me in my glasses today doing whatever I need to do. And there's been some changes in my life. However, we'll get to a life update today. What I want to talk about is something that's kind of been near and dear to my heart and what I've been finding out. So, if you don't know, I do coach women, and they're from 35, ages 35 and up. And we've been talking about the things that help us with our self care. So, in helping us with our self care, there are things that I am finding out in working with women, in the research of working with women, that has been very interesting. And I wanted to share that with you because you may find yourself in the same area or whatever, right? And I have found myself in that area many, 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 many times. And it has to do with not being affirmed when growing up. And it's not a bad thing, okay? There are some parents that they didn't do that. There's some parents that wasn't done for them. So, things get cascaded down generationally, right? And so I found for myself, I was not affirmed as a child. Okay. I just wasn't. And that's because my parents were probably not. I have found out that many women did not get affirmations from their parents like, oh, you're doing good, you're so smart, you're so beautiful, you're so pretty, and you're so this, you're so that, you are enough, you are worthy. And I'm finding out the reason why that they are not affirmed is because there was this idea that if they did that to their children, you would become vain and what we call haughty and think too high and mighty of yourself. Wow, really? So I know for me, affirmations work and I use them for myself. Some of what I know now, if I hadn't known it back then, I probably would not have gotten romantically in trouble with some of the folks that I was involved in because I was looking for that affirmation. I was looking for someone to affirm me. I was looking for someone to love me so that I knew that I was loved. And guess what? That wasn't them. The biggest thing is like, I love you, and I love you because you got a roof over your head, you got food to eat, you got a car to drive, you got a phone you can be on. I pay your phone bill, all that kind of stuff, right? That was affirmation to them. That was affirmation to them. For me, you know, when your parent refers to you as my little black child, my little dark child, you so black. And I'm thinking like, is that supposed to be a compliment? So when I'm in high school and I get around, and I was in public high school because I went to a private elementary school, but public high school, now you starting to get that, oh, you so dark, you say, and dark being a negative thing and not a positive thing. And not that I am the darkest of complexions. However, whatever your complexion is, if you were at home referred to something, it's going to carry over into your adulthood. So then you don't think you're beautiful, and then you don't think that you're smart. And especially if when someone has said, you that was so dumb, that was such a dumb move. Hooey. So then you start thinking that I'm dumb, I'm stupid, I can't think for myself. So therefore I need somebody to think for me. And then you start finding people to attach yourself to that are the people that'll think for you and tell you who you are, how you are, and think that they're complimenting your looks when they're not, and making you feel small instead of building you. And you start running into traps and looking for stuff like that. And some of us end up in toxic relationships because of that. And because we're looking for love in all the wrong places when we have not looked in the mirror and loved ourselves first. So I can tell you, for me, loving me first was a journey. It wasn't something that had just popped up like, oh, I love myself. Yeah, I love myself first. Yep, I love myself. No, 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 no. It was a journey. It was a journey. And in that journey of trying to love myself first, I ran into relationship troubles. Okay. And some of these relationships, I shouldn't even got in them. I shouldn't have even entertained them. But I did because I was so busy trying to find, oh, I gotta find a man, oh, I gotta find somebody that loves me, I gotta marry me, and so I can have kids and all this kind of stuff, trying to please everyone else. And so it made me a big people pleaser, a big people pleaser. Always worried about what that person thinks, always worried about what he thinks, always worried about how I look, what am I wearing, how do I present myself. And when you spend 9 years in a relationship where I would say, you know, if you heard the story maybe 15 years ago, because this is how long ago it was. If you heard the story, you would think like, oh, it was all his fault. He did it, he did it. But let me tell you something. Hindsight is 2020. And what the things that I've been learning now about myself and how a woman should be, I didn't present those things. I didn't. I didn't know how to present to be a wife. I do now, but I didn't back then. I didn't know how to let a man pursue me because I would pursue, because I was looking for, okay, one little thing, one little thread, one little seed that he planted, and I was just like, oh, he's got to be into me. He's got to be into me. He's got to be, we about to walk down the aisle like next week. Baby, listen, no. No. No, 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 no. So, I would say that part of me in my process of my womaning now has been a lot of self-awareness, self-discovery, self-care, learning how to date myself, take myself out, go on solo dates. And I've been solo dating, I would say, for the last 15 years, about 15 years. I've been solo dating for the last 15 years. Not to say I haven't been in relationships. My thing is now I'm just not going to wait on you. If you're not eager to see me and hesitant to leave me, I'm not waiting on you. I can't. I can't. Okay? That quote I got from somebody else. So I wish I could say that that was me, but that's not me. But when she said that, it was like ding 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 ding. It was a real wake up call. He needs to be eager to see me, hesitant to leave me. The other thing that I learned from somebody else in their journey and watching their podcast, and how he's been working through his journey of singleness also, is that he said a woman is to present and not to pursue, and a man is to pursue and not persuade. And I am learning how to look at the difference between the pursuer and the persuader. The persuader is going to say, "Oh, yeah, I got this, I got that, I am this, I am that." You're not even caring about who I am. Do you know me? Do you have questions? I have questions. I have questions. Like the girl said, no, 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 no. I don't want to go to dinner with the man that thinks he's gonna, take me out to dinner and then hunch up all on me. No, 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 no. I don't want that one. I don't want that one. Give me the $20 dates. Give me the $20 dates so that I have questions. I have questions. And how I've come to this, I'll share in more blogs or vlogs. Let me get the lingo straight. I'll share in more vlogs about how I got to this point in understanding that. And a lot of that has to do with affirming myself, creating my mantra for myself, which is my own personal mission statement, and having core values. And I believe the biggest thing is core values. Now, for a little while, I was following somebody else's core values, which was fine. It was helping. However, after my mastermind ended, I needed to find my own core values. I needed to know that my core values mattered to me. And so I'll actually do like a vlog about core values. We'll talk about core values, and we'll talk about little things, because I don't want these blogs to be too long. I want you guys to stay tuned and interested, and to talk back. So everything that I'm talking about and saying, I want you also to understand it's from the perspective now of a woman that's been educating herself, that is over the age of 50. But why am I saying this to YouTube, and why am I coming on YouTube and talking about this on YouTube? I'm saying and talking about this because I know there are some 25-year-olds, there are some 30-year-olds that might be in some toxic relationships, or have gone down the wrong relationship path because of not being affirmed, not knowing how to affirm themselves, not knowing how to do self care, not taking care of themselves first, taking care of everything and anybody else before you take care of yourself, not doing like they say in the airlines, put your oxygen mask on first before you try to help somebody else. Otherwise, you try to put theirs on and yours not on, both of y'all gonna die. Somebody got to put it on first. So I want to give us the time to explore extensively on this channel about being a woman, womaning, getting into our femininity, which I've been studying because I came from the world of massage therapy, and it was not like a club rub. That's what we used to call it back in the day. It was not spa atmosphere. Let me be correct. Let me be politically, socially correct. It was not a spa atmosphere. I came from an athletic and clinical background as a massage therapist, and that can lead to its own masculine energy to be a little bit more aggressive, because you grind to go after. And I spent many years, I just retired my practice after 28 years, but I spent many years like that. And so you have to aggressively go after contracts, and it puts you constantly in your masculine energy. And I have had to learn how to be more in my feminine energy. And even that in itself has been like, wow, discovering that. And it's not about putting on the pretty clothes and the makeup and the hair and whatnot. Well, y'all can see, it's like I'm growing locks. Okay, this is my second journey. um it's not about that. It's about us understanding what it takes to be a woman, an intellectual woman, a feminine woman, knowing how to use our femininity in a sense of not being manipulative and getting what we want, but and also being in the frame mind of I don't have to struggle to get this stuff. I don't have to be at the store and put my own groceries in the car. That took me a while. That took me a long while to learn that. You know, it's okay if someone comes up to you and says, do you need help out with your groceries? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Thank you. And being able to take a compliment. So that's if these things resonate with you, you see yourself on this, you might have been on the like I'm a boss chick, boss lady and all that kind of stuff. And I get that and I understand that. I was a boss chick for 28 years. I get it. Now I want to relax. I want to collaborate with other people. I want us to grow our channels and grow stuff together, grow our IGs and grow our Facebooks and grow our followings and all that in a collaborative way so that we can get into some deep conversations about being a woman and womaning. And there's an artist I follow. She's talking about her first song that I love was Womaning in Silence. And I've had to learn how to be quiet, be still, and shut your mouth so that way you can get a download of where you're supposed to go and not try to pave the way and grind the way, because I found out grinding makes me anxious. So I don't want to be in anxiety like that anymore. So I want to thank y'all for tuning in and for listening to me. And I am praying that you'll be back. Let's talk about some things. You know what, sisters? Okay, let's be friends. Let's be girlfriends on YouTube. Let's be girlfriends so we can talk to each other and build our woman community. And if some men hop on here and they got things to say, now we'll say if there's anything negative to say, then my YouTube is like, nope, we ain't publishing in that comment. If men get on here and they start challenging some of the discussion, that's because they feel some kind of way about them. I can't help that. I can't help that. I'm looking for the people to engage that have a lot of self discovery they want to do, self growth, self actualization, self awareness, self care. That's where we're going. Okay. So until the next time that I see you, go out there, be radiant, be confident, and whatever you do, do it excellent. Bye for now.